So what have we learned, if nothing else, childrens?
Homie, don't play it!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 behind-the-scenes secrets about In Living Color. For this list, we'll be looking at insider information and off-the-record events that occurred during the show's 5th season. Which of these behind-the-scenes secrets shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 10. Parody film got Keenen Ivory Wayans noticed. With a title like I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, how could this blaxploitation comedy not get Wayans noticed?
Yeah, well, don't you worry about a thing. Jack Spade is here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
He wrote, directed, and starred in the 1988 film, which featured many prominent black stars like Chris Rock, John Witherspoon, and Wayne's brother Damon.
You and your friend got a choice. You can either go out that window or take the stairs.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna take the stairs. Yeah, we'll take the stairs.
Fox was still a fledgling network at the time, but execs picked Wayans to helm his own show. The Pitch, an SNL-style sketch show with cast members of color. He also wanted the content to push the envelope. Not without some speed bumps ahead, Fox agreed and In Living Color was born.
Welcome to In Living Color. I'm Keenen Ivory Wayans. We got a great show for you tonight.
Number 9. Pilot episode worried Fox. After choosing a stellar cast and filming the pilot episode, Fox execs started getting cold feet. After all, such pointed commentary on race from a predominantly black cast had never been done on network TV.
The mission was an otherwise perfect success, and an embarrassed NASA deleted all references to Johnson from its official literature. Tonight, we salute Slick Johnson, the first black man on the moon. I'm Tommy Davidson with another great moment in black history.
Two sketches in particular that worried Fox were Men on Films and the Homeboy Shopping Network. The Siskel and Ebert parody, starring two gay movie reviewers, and the HSN spoof featuring only stolen goods would become two of the show's most popular and recognizable sketches.
For your automotive needs, we got car phones, we got car stereos, we got car alarms.
And if you act now, we could probably get the car.
But at the time, the Fox execs were worried about how audience would perceive the content. Thankfully, they eventually changed their minds.
Hi, this is Red Fox with your 1990 tax tips. Tip number 1, pay 'em.
Number 8, Martin Lawrence wasn't cast. In hindsight, it's interesting to consider that many successful comedians who didn't make the cut for In Living Color's cast, most notably Martin Lawrence, auditioned for season 1 but didn't get on the show.
All right, then I got one for you.
Oh, you do?
That's right, you're gonna love it.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right.
Luckily, he's gone on to have a prolific career in his own right. Other comedians who auditioned, David Spade, Rob Schneider, and Adam Sandler tried out before making it on SNL.
Hey, Chuck, Pete, haven't seen you two since graduation. How's college?
Margaret Cho and Susie Essman also auditioned with no luck. And John Leguizamo was offered a part, but turned it down. Ultimately, these comedians all moved on to other roles and opportunities that made them famous.
They weren't really writing Latin characters the way I experienced or saw them in real life, how three-dimensional and brilliant Latin people are in real life. And I just wasn't seeing that in film, so I wanted to give it the full representation.
Number 7, Fox delayed pilot's release. Anyone who watches the show knows that In Living Color sketches are designed to test limits. Unfortunately, this didn't sit well with Fox executives who sat on the pilot episode.
And he said, we're really nervous about airing this. He goes, undoubtedly it is great and funny. He goes, but we just don't think we can air this.
Some studio heads found the content offensive and worried about how African-American audience members would react. One producer leaked the pilot to a writer at Details magazine, who sent a letter to Fox requesting the pilot be aired.
It was a lot of steps to get to actually getting on the air.
After about 6 months of waiting, In Living Color debuted on April 15th, 1990, and was watched by over 22 million viewers. And that year, it won the Emmy for Outstanding Variety Music or Comedy Series. It just goes to show that cutting edge may be scary, but it's worth it.
You see, much like producing an award-winning comedy variety series, it's a team effort.
Number 6. comedian Paul Mooney inspired a popular character. You might know Paul Mooney for his work on Chappelle's Show.
Oh, they'll take stuff from you. They won't let us have too much fun. That's what I told some black people the other night at my show. I said, don't get too fond of me, because white folks will come in and take me.
But would you believe this writer and comedian inspired Homie the Clown? Mooney was head writer for the first season of In Living Color. Rumor has it, his use of the word homie when expressing frustration inspired Damon Wayans and the other writers to create a character based on Mooney.
Let's get something straight, kids. Homie may be a clown, but he don't make a fool out of himself.
Why you become a clown, then?
I guess it's because I got so much love to give.
Homie the Clown's signature catchphrase, "Homie don't play that," became an early 90s staple, and the character even inspired his own video game. Many other iconic characters from the show drew from real-life inspo. Takia Crystal Kima's character, Chrissy, was adapted from a piece she wrote called In Black World. Jamie Foxx portrayed his Wanda character during his audition.
Well, actually, I was waiting for a beautiful woman to come walking into my life, and I guess from the look of things, my wish has come true.
Hey, word up.
Number 5. Spike Lee disliked the show. When you push the envelope, someone's gonna get burned. It turns out that film icon Spike Lee wasn't pleased about his treatment on the show. His now classic movie Do the Right Thing came out 1 year before In Living Color debuted.
Mookie?
Good morning, Miss Mother Sister.
Now, Mookie, don't work too hard today. The man says it's gonna be hot as the devil. I don't want you falling out from the heat. You hear me, son?
I hear you, Mother Sister. I hear you.
And the cast poked fun at Lee and his popular flick. According to cast member David Allen Greer, Lee complained about his treatment, as did popular talk show host Arsenio Hall.
We got a great show. So, with no more delay, let's get busy!
Boxer Mike Tyson also disliked his impersonation, but eventually warmed up to the idea.
How you doing, Chuck?
Hi there, Mike. How are you?
Well, I gotta say, I'm really ecstatic to be here.
No word if Spike or Arsenio had a change of heart. Number 4. Censors ban beer commercial sketch. It is possible to take it too far. Keenen Ivory Wayans and the other writers found that out the hard way with season 1's Boat 45 sketch, a parody of Billy D. Williams' Colt 45 commercials.
There are 2 rules to remember if you want to have a good time. Rule number 1, never run out of Colt 45. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1.
Fox censors cut the sketch and an edited version was supposed to air on the live broadcast, but the tapes got mixed up and the unedited version was aired.
You know, when I'm spending a relaxing evening at home with my very special lady, I like to treat her to the very best. I wear the finest clothes, serve the finest gourmet foods, and we enjoy the sparkling taste of Boat 45.
The sketch was banned from syndication, and it doesn't appear on the season 1 DVD collection. However, you can't stop the internet, so the sketch has survived online. But anyone who views it today should be able to easily tell why Fox didn't want it to see the light of day.
You find it acceptable, my flower?
Long as you paying, it's fine with me.
Number 3. Jennifer Lopez caused trouble. In Living Color rocketed many entertainers to stardom, and one of the biggest celebs to emerge from the show is J-Lo. She was hired as one of the show's iconic fly girls during season 3.
First of all, we have a new fly girl coming all the way from Bronx, New York, Miss Jennifer Lopez.
But it turns out that Jenny from the Block did not start on the right foot. According to an oral history of the show published in 2018, Lopez was super ambitious, which didn't sit well with some of the other dancers.
And it was great, except, you know, all the girls hated me.
What, now why?
Because I was from New York.
Really?
Yeah, and they were all from LA, and I was like the outsider.
She and choreographer Rosie Perez fought so intensely that it almost turned physical. Keenen Ivory Wayans eventually had to mediate the conflict.
Keenen, what's up with this girl?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick her ass.
Really?
J-Lo left the show after season 4 to work as a backup dancer for Janet Jackson and would eventually pursue an acting career. And we all know how that turned out. Number 2, Wayne's sibling protested. With great popularity comes great struggle.
These people are so obnoxious, they would not allow me to have my moments.
In the middle of the 4th season, Keenen left the show entirely. The network began airing reruns, which he believed weakened the show's impact. Damon and Marlon also departed, but Kim and Sean couldn't leave because of their contract. they expressed their displeasure about the whole situation during a Christmas sketch starring Jamie Foxx.
I'd like to wish a Merry Christmas to all the spineless little weaklings I had to crush to get where I am today. Now we have a special Christmas gift for you.
In the scene, other cast members express holiday wishes to their families and friends. Sean, Kim, and a few other players can be seen in the background wearing dark sunglasses and refusing to participate.
And it's gonna be together this Christmas. The fireside is blazing bright.
Ouch.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. It created the modern Super Bowl halftime show. It's hard to imagine, but there was a time when the halftime show was not a big deal. Now, it's a hyped up performance that draws major stars. And you have In Living Color to thank for that.
Welcome to the In Living Color halftime countdown party.
We're coming to you live from Fox Studios in Hollywood.
In 1992, Fox tried to get the Super Bowl audience to change the channel from CBS to Fox at halftime to watch a live episode of In Living Color.
Welcome to our Super Bowl halftime set.
We got some super slick, smash it with a brick. If you don't like it, you can. Sorry, censors, that's merely a display item.
Yes, sir.
And around 20 million people did just that. After all, CBS was airing live figure skating. Who wouldn't want to see Fire Marshal Bill instead?
When halftime came, the entire audience for the Super Bowl turned their channel to In Living Color. And it was this little show that took on this giant.
Thankfully, the NFL caught on and hired none other than Michael Jackson to perform the following year. And the rest was history.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.